did when he was younger?
It's not that. It takes two people to fight. You know, everybody says, oh, he said, I'm going to come in, I'm going to fight toe-to-toe, I'm going to, you know, go to war. But that was it was a war for the first 3 rounds until he got hurt a few times, and then it's Manny going back to chasing all over again. It's the same thing, Marquez all over again. Guy coming backwards and Manny chasing all night. You know, you get bored doing that. You know, I mean, Cotto came forward, he made a fight out of it the best that he can. Claudio made, Margarito kept coming forward. I mean, they tried to make it a fight. They did the best that they could. But when a guy's running backwards all night long and you're just chasing him and chasing him and chasing him, you can only expect Manny to do so much. I mean, the conditioning was there, the cramp, the leg problem was gone. I mean, you're expecting to go toe-to-toe, not chase somebody all night. This is it's a fight. It takes two people to fight, to engage. You can't have one guy trying to make a fight happen all night long. This is the fight that you're going to get.
Some people are saying that maybe the conflict, the issues within Team Pacquiao, within the three of them, might have affected this team.
You think that the conflict made Bradley run all night? Does that make sense to you?
All right. So who do you think Pacquiao should fight next? Do you think it should be Bradley again, or?
That's up to Manny. You know, I think Manny wants that rematch. I don't know. Unless you guys can figure out how Bradley won, you know, split that fight between Manny. I mean, I gave Bradley 4 rounds just because I gave him 4 rounds because I felt Manny took a round off. I thought Manny got bored. You know, he gets bored if you're not coming at him, you're not trading punches with him. You know, and so I gave him a 4th round. How do you give him a 7-6? I just don't understand how you guys did it. 8-7 rounds, you did it.
Freddie said that this was his best fight since the Cotto fight. Did you agree, disagree?
No, I mean Manny, but you know, one guy, like I said, Cotto's coming forward all night and trying to make a fight happen and try to, you know, but to have a guy moving backwards, half stepping all night, waiting. You know, it's better off that these fighters say, hey, you know what? I'm going to come in, I'm going to do the best that I can, and that's all I'm going to give. I don't come in where I'm going to toe-to-toe, you know, break this wall down, you know, I'm going to do this to you, I'm going to whoop you, and then you come in, then you run half the night.
Is there any knowledge in the corner that Bradley's ankles were Did I see that?
I didn't see it. I mean, if your ankles are hurting it, then it's even harder going backwards on that same ankle.
It came in here, right?
It's a good act.
Coming in at 147, was that a surprise to you with the weigh-in?
For Manny?
Yeah.
No, that's our plan.
It was?
Yeah, because I think a lot of the problem with the cramping was that Manny was too lean. He had lost, the body fat went way down too low, and so that's why everybody was saying, why does he look so smooth? Like, he was just hyperhydrated. You know, we just went for a different approach to the fight.
Do you think that he took, the only flaw I thought was in this game was that the first minute of a lot of rounds, it seems like he took them off, and then he got into it in the last 2 minutes. Did you see that at all? Or?
You know, it's so different because I think that Freddie finds these sparring partners. You know, you anticipate what a fighter's going to do or the opponent's going to do, so you look for those kind of sparring partners. Freddie had these 4 sparring partners, 2 Russian guys, Kevin, I forgot what it, and these guys came forward and threw punches and threw punches and made it an aggressive sparring all the time. So, you know, when he got into fight night and then your opponent's not doing the same thing, you find yourself, you're the one pressing the action, you're the one chasing. It's just, I think Manny gets bored. I mean, I don't know, I can't explain it. Maybe you guys know better than I do.
There were a lot of rounds though when Bradley did give him chances by going toe-to-toe with him and trading. Were you surprised that Bradley was able to take Manny's punches and not go down?
No, I mean, they were good shots. I mean, no, he was in tremendous condition. You know, Bradley's no stiff.
Well, no, I'm just saying, you know, Manny's a hard punch, and he took a lot of flush shots.
He took good shots, he got hurt, he blocked, he came back. You know, no, I expected him. He trained for the fight. You know, these guys bring their A game when they're fighting. It's always a different fighter. That's not the same guy that fought Pacquiao.
Yeah.
You know, the guy brought his A game. He prepared himself well. He was in great physical condition. And, you know, he fought really well. But, I mean, to say that he won the fight,
were you going into the final round, were you that confident that you were that far ahead, and even if Manny would have lost the final round, you guys were clearly way ahead?
We knew after the first few rounds, because Freddie even said, he goes, he's done, he's on his bike now. You know, he was telling me, quit following him, cut off the ring. You know, now it's going to be a bike race all night. It's going to be a chase. So, I don't know how you win fighting backwards. I don't know how you do that.
How was Manny last year?
Well, it was fine. I mean, we didn't have any of the problems that we've had in the past, and you know, it's hard to say when the other guy's not pushing the tempo, and you know, the exchanges are so far and few between. You know, you don't really get to see who's going to gas out first. You know, when they're not just going toe to toe and let, you know, letting their hands go. So.
What was the story with the treadmill? I mean, what made it so have explained it?
I just started doing some things differently to target the foot.